There it is. This is what you guys are here to do today, to put some of this in your pocket. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. Hey, Bertrand and RG reached out to me and asked me if I would record a video for you. That you guys were getting together for some training to work on your real estate business. And I said, absolutely, no question about it. I love all of you. One of the greatest real estate companies that God ever put together. That's you guys. You're doing great work there. But I've got something I want to share with you that I think will help you here in 2024. One of my favorite books, you can see how big this book is. Look, it's pretty thin. One of my favorite books is this book by Price Pritchett called U Squared. And this is the very first book that my mentor, Mr. Craig Proctor, gave me. And I keep one on my desk every day of every week of every year. There's a story in this book right here in the beginning. I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to ask you to listen very closely to this. Now, some of you are very familiar with this story, and some of you may be hearing it for the first time. Okay, so whether this is your first time hearing what I'm getting ready to share with you here, you can see it's just that much here, so it's not very long, so don't worry. And you will not be bored by the story. But if it's your first time hearing it, hopefully it'll have the impact on you that it had on me when I first read it. Okay. And if you're hearing it again for the second or third or fourth time, then hopefully it will resonate with you and inspire you to look for a breakthrough and pursue your God-given potential in 2024. It, after all, should be your very best year ever in the real estate business. No question about it. But you got to lean in to the systems that you have, the mentors that you have here with Bertrand and RG and everyone else in the great company that you've got and the system that we have. You lean into it. I'm confident that this can be your breakthrough year into levels of income and influence and a positive change in your community that you've been looking for, having a life that you were born to live. All right, so with that, I'm going to share this story with you from U Squared by Mr. Price Pritchett, okay? So you can even close your eyes, listen along. I'll go slow because my French is not so great, so I'm going to speak in English if that's okay. All right, it says right here, a true story, okay? This is Mr. Price Pritchett, okay, right there. You can see Price Pritchett, okay, PhD. Ready? Here we go. I'm sitting in a quiet room at the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its life's short energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly strategy. Try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect had staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. This fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, just 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time, and the small creature could reach the outside world that it seeks. With only a fraction of the effort now being wasted, it could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. Why doesn't the fly try another approach? Something dramatically different. How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offer the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? There's no doubt this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's a big part of the problem. If you stake your hopes for a breakthrough on trying harder than ever, you may kill your chances for success. So that's from U Squared by Price Pritchett, the very first book Craig Proctor, my mentor, gave me. And here it is today. I'm sharing it with you. Trying harder is important, but you got to try hard at a different way. You already know that being super successful in real estate requires being different than the majority of the real estate agents out there. So the training that you're getting here from Tron and RG and the others here, it is different. It is different, but it's different for a reason. It's different for a reason because that's how you become more successful than the majority. It's impossible to embrace the industry norms and standards and do pretty much what everybody else is doing the way they're doing it and expect to get a different result than what they get. So if you want to be in the top 1% or more in your marketplace, which all of you should be, okay, lean into what you're learning here and put it to work in your business. I guarantee you that if you do, you will achieve the breakthrough you want. That's what's happened to me. That's what's happened to Bertrand and RG here and everyone else around you that is super successful here with the system is because they made a decision to do things differently. And then they continue to pursue that and challenge the status quo along the way. And that, my friends, is how you achieve everything you want in life. All right, one more closing point on this. If cash flow, the amount of money that you're making today, if cash flow is tight, if you're not really achieving what you most want financially, well, primarily here's why. You're just not helping enough other people get what they want. After all, that is the success principle in life. You can pretty much have everything that you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. And that's your challenge, is going and helping more and more and more people solve their problem of getting out of their home and into another one. Okay? No one does it better than the people that are sitting around you and the folks that lead that business that you're a part of. That I am certain of. All right. Congratulations. Thanks for being a part of it, and go serve big. We'll see you.